Today, we're going to find something that'll beat a Jet2 holiday. With all the non-essentials we aren't paying for, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that we'll be saving up to £50 per person. Yep, we're doing it, guys. I'm finally doing a video on the airline that's been one of, if not the biggest internet memes of 2025. Honestly, I don't think it needs any introduction other than it being a low-cost carrier from Britain. In terms of the interest for the aviation geeks and less so internet culture, Jet2 operates a small fleet of Boeing 737-300 classics. Only 5, but they're deployed on a pretty good handful of routes. So, the plan today is to take not one, but 2 Jet2 737-300s from Barcelona, where we left off on Dutch low-cost carrier Transavia last time, up to their home in Leeds, and then onto Budapest. So, what's Jet2 actually like as an airline? A no-frills low-cost carrier, if anything. How do they utilize their 27-year-old 737-300 classics? Why does such an iconic airline even still operate them? Oh yeah, and shout out to my good friend Lawson for the inspiration of this review from her random TikTok doom scrolling. What's going on, guys? Casey Flower here. You better grab a drink and fasten your seatbelts. This is gonna be a fun one. Let's go check in. The Jet2 holiday begins a month away from departure because checking in online opens up a whole month out. After verifying our passport information, we'll then get another opportunity to add on all the extras, like the bags, the meals, and the seats. And then, after telling them we aren't dangerous, check-in is complete and the boarding pass is ready. And pulling in was the first star of the show. Golf Delta Foxtrot Oscar will be the 27-year-old 737 Classic up to Great Britain today. She was delivered brand new to America West in September of 1998 as November 335 Alpha Whiskey. She was then ferried all the way to Great Britain in February of 2007 to fly with Thompson as Golf Tango Hotel Oscar Papa, before making it to Jet2 in February of 2013. Alright, we are at the boarding area to get on the Jet2 737 Classic up to Leeds. The aircraft just parked coming from Leeds and we're going to take it back. But yeah, everything is on time. Going to start boarding here in the next about 5-10 minutes to get on the plane. And I'll catch you guys at the seat.
A few moments later.
They want to recheck my documentation. Think I'm in trouble. Thank you guys. Have a good one. I'll see ya. How are you? 2A will be my home for the first leg. We got a width of 17 inches and a pitch of 32 inches. 1 point on my seat to the same point of the seat in front of me. Alright, welcome aboard the Jet2 Holidays 737-300 up to Leeds. I had a bit of a hard time getting on just because I forgot to fill out the UK electronic travel visa because I did not think you had to do it if you were just transferring, because I'm switching from one Jet2 flight to another, so I didn't think that was necessary. But when they scanned my boarding pass, it showed it was invalid just because I did not fill out the electronic travel visa. So yeah, long story short, I just went to the side and they helped me partially fill it out. I say partially because when I tried to get my phone to scan my passport chip, it would not scan it. So the gate agents, they were really cool. They were really chill. They were there to help me out and hold the boarding for me, even though people were still getting on, and hold the aircraft and boarding for me, even though everyone was still getting on, and we still had a ways to go in the boarding process, even though the monitor said final boarding. But yeah, we were good. So since I was just transferring onto another Jet2 flight, he just took a photo of my boarding pass to Budapest for that one later, and just use that. I'm going to try again when I get to the UK just so I'm technically legal to transfer, but yeah. Anyway, first impressions on the seat so far. Yeah, very standard ultra low cost carrier economy seat. Well, really the only thing it has going for it is the legroom, but other than that, it's super bare bone. It's the bare minimum. No in-seat power, no backseat IFE, none of that. We don't need any of that. But yeah, the legroom is there. With the seats closer to the front, there's a little bit more legroom, which is kind of nice. There's also a cup holder. By cup holder, I mean a ring that folds down, which is kind of interesting, but it's kind of cool that it's there. But yeah, and just in terms of the literature in this seat back pocket, it's just a menu and a duty-free magazine, which will take a quick flip through both of those once we're in the air. But yeah, other than that, the jet bridge is pulled away. We're getting ready for pushback, and I'll catch you guys in the air. Alright friends, we are airborne out of Barcelona and on our way up to Leeds. So pretty much first thing the crew did right after departure was to hand out the meals to anyone who bought a meal in the app on their booking so they can have their meals. And they did that before any cart service. So I went ahead and got the chicken tiki masala meal here. Looking a little interesting to say the least. So Exhibit A, the chicken and rice itself. Exhibit B, crackers. And Exhibit C, some Wawa. Alright, let's go ahead and see if that chicken tastes as interesting as it looks. Yeah, it's alright. It's warm. It has some spice to it. Tastes and look very British, but that's Jet2 for ya. We're a big British low-cost airline. But yeah, I don't hate it. It's pretty good for an airline meal, an ultra low-cost airline meal, if anything. But yeah, I also got a coffee here from the buy on board cart service with the water. So there was a beverage that came complimentary with the meal, so I got a water and just got a coffee with the cart service. So I can go ahead and sip on that and wake myself up for the flight later and get caffeinated for that. But yeah, right now cruising over the Great Pyrenees mountain range where the view is absolutely amazing. So if you excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and eat my lunch, look outside, and we'll go ahead and check out the menu and duty free. the cabin crew just made an announcement that they'll come back and start the duty-free service. So with that said, let's go ahead and flip through the duty-free magazine and see what we get. Alright, let's see what we got in the Jet2 shop. Fragrances, of course. Gotta love the European duty-free. The question is, how long do these fragrances and feminine advertisements go on for? Even more of them. Even more of them. Oh, makeup. Into the makeup now. Skincare, I should say. Skincare. Makeup. Skincare slash makeup, I should say. There we go. The glam squad over there. The whole duty-free shebang in here. There we go. Technology. Watches. Yep, watches. They do watch things. It is time to shine, isn't it? More watches. Advertising a whole product right here. Couple products or multiple products of the same theme that do the same thing. Something like that at least. Even more watches. If you can buy those on board, if you can actually buy those on board, I have no idea. I've never actually tried, but yeah, seems legit. Necklaces, bracelets, some toys, knockoff AirPods, and a AirPod and phone charger, as well as a wireless charger that you can actually put your phone on and have it touch it. We got sunglasses. We got some model Jet2 planes. Rather tempted. It's the last call to get the 757. That's probably long gone by now. But yeah, I don't know. As well as the 321 and some 737s. But yeah, some more toys. And I believe that's the end. It feels like the end. Yeah, pretty much. There's the duty-free magazine, and in there we also got the food menu, which we can also flip through with everything we get apart from all the meals that they offer you online when you book and you can order. I showed you guys a whole list of that before with everything that you can get, with everything that's available. Whole long list, so we got a lot of options there alone. But we can also check out the menu itself. There's also a online PDF version of it if you prefer to look at it that way and get a selection ahead of time before you board. You can flip through the online version in the app, but here is the Jet2 Cafe in all of its glory, and we can flip through that. So here's the deli with a bunch of sandwiches that are actually really good priced. Best I've seen anything, any meal out of these ultra low cost carrier menus. So we got $4.90 for a sandwich, five, $4.90, as well as some deals with a whole combo over here. All that for $10. Wow, or 10 euros, I should say. I guess nothing does beat a Jet2 Holiday. So it is there. So Coke products is the theme here. Chips for $3.40 to $2.60 and $2.80, as well as some alcohol and snacks up there. We got candy. I saw those gummy bears on the cart earlier actually, so any of these two for $6. We got drinky drinks, so soda for $2.85. Juices for $2.10, $2.85, $3 and $2. Here's what we got for the beers. Here's what we got for wine, spirits, and cocktails for $6.15, $10 for cocktails, $9. There you go. If that's your thing. More wines and cocktails. But yeah, there we go. Those were pretty much all of the Jet2 cart services in a nutshell. But for now, I don't think there's going to be much else to report until it's top of the scent. So I'm just gonna sit back, look out the window at that beautiful engine view, and I'll talk to you guys when we hit top descent. Alright, the engines are spewing back and the vertical speed is decreasing. We've started our descent down into Leeds. The crew actually did a second snack and drink run in case someone found something in the menu that they wanted the first time but didn't get, or they liked something so much the first time that they wanted to get it a second time. But yeah, enough about that. We've started our descent. It's a little bumpy. We've started our descent and we'll be on the ground in the next 20 minutes. So, I'll talk to you guys then. After shutdown, I took a quick peek inside the iconic 737 Classic cockpit. Hey man, how you doing?
How are you?
Doing good.
All right, good.
How's the flight up for you guys?
It was alright. It was easy day, straightforward.
Yeah, man.
Do you want a photo in this seat and I'll take a photo with you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm a big aviation guy, so I'm doing like a European aviation tour, and Yars 300 is part of it.
Yeah, there's not many left, is there?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I was on a combi with an airline called Air Inuit up in Canada.
Oh, cool.
They have a single 300, but like it's like half, like the two IFAs here, that's on like a big screen, like two big screens in the base of the IFAs. So I like how you guys have like the original cockpit still. That's
It's quite
cool.
charming. It's just
Yeah.
it has its quirks, and
Okay.
when you fly both variants, it's a bit of pain. I'd rather be on one or the other. I don't really care which one. But
Okay.
One or the other is preferable, but I think when it goes, we'll miss it, but it's
yeah.
for the best. I think its time has come. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is it like a learning curve between this and the 8?
Yeah, there's a few differences. This flies better in many ways.
Yeah.
It's the original design, so it's not like the weird love child. It's the actual.
That's true. Yeah. It's the original. Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll miss it when it's gone. I'd rather just fly the engine.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, the really cool thing about this one is just the handling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful handling
It's a real
characteristics.
aeroplane.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks guys.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. What are your names?
I'm Alistair.
I'm Raleigh.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks again, man.
See you soon. Take care. Thank you.
Bye. Alright, how chill of a flight crew was that on that cockpit visit. But yeah, I finally deplaned after going outside, then back inside again, then back outside again, then back inside again before making it to customs to enter the UK. Then I was actually able to complete that electronic travel visa so I can enter the UK because A, I had to do it to get in the UK to connect now, and I'm also going to need it to connect through the UK tomorrow when I fly home on my way back. Well, I'm not flying from here back home. I'm not directly connecting through here to go home. Well, you'll see what I mean here in a few weeks. But yeah, I cleared security and now I am airside in Leeds. And the flight out of here to Budapest doesn't board for another hour and a half, so we don't have to worry about that for another hour and a half. So yeah, I will speak to you guys when we get closer to boarding. For round 2, it was going to be Golf, Golf, Delta, Foxtrot, Tango. The inbound is here, and we're going to start boarding it here in about 10 minutes. Something funny I noticed with Jet2 is that the bag sizer for it only shows the carry-on that typically would be paid, and not the personal item. There's no personal item bag sizer, so we only got the carry-on. Typically, that would be the paid bag that would go in the overheads. So I kind of want to say that the personal item that would go under the seat in front of you is kind of a freebie, and you can kind of use that as the carry-on and throw it in the overheads, because when I put my thick backpack in there that I travel with, it fit in there pretty easily. So yeah, I want to say Jet2 is kind of a freebie with that. But yeah, we're going to start lining up here shortly, and I'll see you guys at the seat. The 27-year-old 737 was delivered brand new to British Airways in June of 1998 as Golf Oscar Hotel Alpha Juliet. Go Fly in May of 2002 with that same registration, then that turned into EasyJet that following July. It then went to India to fly with Air Sahara in August of 2005 as Vector Tango Sierra Juliet Delta, then to Jet Light with that same registration in April of 2007. It came back to the UK to fly with BMI Baby as Golf Tango Oscar Yankee Mike in August of 2008 before finally making it to Jet2 in May of 2013. In case you're wondering where I get all this information for historical operators, the site is planespotters.net. I got to board outside this time and made my way up to seat 22A. We got the same dimensions as last time with a width of 17 inches and a pitch of 32. Yep, we got this much legroom this far back too. It's not just a front seat thing. Alright, we are boarded on the Jet2 737 bound for Budapest. The seat on this one, yeah, it's completely identical to the one we had last time. They're the exact same thing, even the legroom. So we have lots of legroom back here. The 32 inches of pitch back here for legroom, 32 inches between one point on my seat to the same point of the seat in front of me. So lots of legroom here on Jet2, which is really cool. I don't know why, and I'm not really a fan of this. Maybe it's a Europe thing, I don't know. But what I've noticed is that European airports like to board passengers at the scheduled boarding time, but then hold them in the jet bridge or staircase or whatever. But in the US, they just hold them in the terminal until they're actually ready. When in Europe, they would hold them in the jet bridge or staircase until they're ready, which we're just kind of standing there awkwardly waiting on steps. And they did that today. We were standing there on the staircase for a good 8 minutes before actually stepping outside. But yeah, a couple of more things worth mentioning is that we are on the gray and red Jet2 livery this time, so we're kind of getting the best of both worlds for liveries. As last time into here, we are on the white and blue livery with a big sun on it, so getting the best of both worlds for Jet2 liveries, which is also kind of fun. And then a cool cabin feature that the last one had, which I don't think I mentioned, was that on the overheads, on every other overhead, they have the destinations advertised. So, in my section, it says Jet2 Tenerife, Jet2 Salzburg, Jet2 Alicante, Jet2 Prague. So, kinda little advertising they got going on. But yeah, we just finished up boarding and we're getting ready for push and start, so I'll catch you guys in the air. On the way out, we had a very Irish welcome announcement from Captain Paul. Almost makes you think you accidentally boarded Ryanair.
Board this Jet2 aircraft over to Budapest this afternoon. My name's Captain Paul Fox, and it's my pleasure to fly you to Budapest this afternoon. With me on the flight deck today, I've got Senior First Officer Andrew Senior. And on the flight deck there, you've got a lovely few wee lassies and wee lad as well. You've got Louise, Jack and Lauren all taking great care of you as we head over there to Budapest. Over there, it's a beautiful day indeed too. Just a slight bit of wind from the west at the moment. Temperature around about 40 degrees, so not too dissimilar from here. And it's going to be Andrew's flying duty to fly you over there. When we get into the cruise, 33,000 feet, he's going to come back and give you a little bit more information about the routing points of interest and also the latest weather down in Hungary. Righto, and on that happy note, we'll get on the last bits of paperwork. We'll give you over to Louise as they give you the infamous safety briefing. It is rather important and it's entirely for your benefit, so I do ask that you pay attention to that. Or else, once that's done, you can then sit back, enjoy the service, fall asleep or look out the window as you so choose. Well, anyway, that's enough for me wandering on here. We'll get on and get you on your holidays. Journey time today is a very respectable, very pleasant 2 hours and 10 minutes. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later. And on behalf of myself, my entire crew, Jet2.com and Jet2 Holidays, I wish you a very pleasant stay on board. Thanks very much for listening.
We are airborne out of Leeds and on our way over to Budapest. So just like last time, the crew is prioritizing the passengers that pre-ordered a meal first before any snack, cart or duty-free service, and I pre-ordered a meal. So this time I got another cooked chicken dish. To tell you the truth, I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but you got the cooked chicken over there on the left and some corn and peas over there on the right. Exhibit B, the same crackers from earlier, and Exhibit C, the same water from earlier. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this cooked chicken to the test and see if it's still good. But yeah, my thoughts on it, it's alright, it's not bad. Nothing really bad to say. It's a hot airline meal. It gets the job done. It's fulfilling. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't have that much taste at all, to be honest, but it doesn't taste bad, and that's all that matters. But yeah, they're still going through the beverage cart right now, so they'll bring out the snack and meal cart, as well as the duty-free cart a little bit later. But we've already seen all those on the last leg. So for now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the views outside heading over to Hungary. It's getting dark out there and the cabin lights are still on for the cabin crew to come through with the duty-free cart. They may do a snack cart, I haven't seen one yet. I think last time they did the snack cart before the duty-free cart, but now they're doing the duty-free cart right after the drink cart. But yeah, maybe they like to switch them up and spread them out. Nice to spread them out for the longer flight like this. But yeah, the cabin lights are on and it's dark out there. And there's also no window shade, which is kind of funny. Kind of nice for anyone in the aisle or middle who wants to look outside. But we have that diabolical person at the window that just closes the shade for the entire flight. But that's not me, obviously. So yeah, getting videos outside are going to be relatively limited from here on out. So not really that much to do other than kind of get some rest. It was an early morning. But yeah, just kind of keep on cruising along to Hungary. But there is something we can do. Alright, welcome to the Lear review on the Jet2 737-300 Classic. You got Mr. Scareman on the back of the door right there. Not the cleanest, but also not the dirtiest. Actually, yeah, it's pretty clean. It's alright. Just got those paper on the ground, paper scraps on the ground. But yeah, there's a pretty clean mirror with me in it. You got a sink with hot and cold. You got Jet2 branded soap here with paper towels and a nice clean toilet there with these nice red Jet2 handles as well as the baby changing table. But yeah, overall, pretty standard 737 Lou. Pretty clean to say the least. Alright, we're about 100 miles out and getting ready to start our descent down into Budapest. I don't think they ever did a dedicated snack cart run for some reason, but I think they did a second drink cart run, I'm pretty sure. So just the one duty-free cart run and a second drink cart run for some reason, I don't know. So just a little inconsistency there. But yeah, I think I got a power nap in this firm padded seat the last half hour somehow. But yeah, so I just took a power nap and charged my phone. But on the rest of the way into Budapest, I'm going to use that time to rate and review the airline using my channel original rating system. I call it the Raleigh rating scale, very creatively named because my first name is Raleigh. If you're new here, I use it to rate all the flights I take at the end of every one of my airline reviews to see how each airline did. It has 6 different categories to see how well each airline did at each. But if you're not new here, good job, you made it this far. I don't know how long this video ran for, but you made it this far. But yeah, 10 minutes to landing, and let's go ahead and see how Jet2 Holidays did today. The service was a 9 out of 10, as everyone was very kind and welcoming. They were very thorough with every single cart service and included everyone. It was nice that they did multiple services in a flight on the first leg. It helped that both were multiple hours, but most airlines would probably just do a single snack and drink cart service on the 2-hour flight of these lengths. They were also super accommodating and friendly with accommodating my flight deck visit during the quick turn. It was also nice how they prioritized everyone that pre-ordered meals after departure. On the second flight, I don't think they ever did a service cart dedicated to the smaller snacks or meals for some reason, so they kind of slacked there. I also fell asleep. The cleanliness was a 9 out of 10, as the cabin looked amazing for its age. They took great care of it. The destination advertisements on the overheads were such a fun touch. The bare back on the seats are pretty susceptible to dirt and stains, and the one I had on this one to Budapest was an example. I doubt really anyone cares though, and that was pretty much the only thing I noticed as it was right in front of me. The Wi-Fi was a 0 out of 10, as there was none available. The food was a 10 out of 10, as there were so many options to choose from to either pre-order and buy on board from the menu. Both my pre-ordered meals tasted pretty great, so I'm going to assume that hopefully applies to all the food on here. Everything was also priced really generously with addition to multiple promotions and bundles going on to make them even lower. All the cart service items will buy on board, as the no frills model suggests, but that's fine, we already knew that. The entertainment was a 1 out of 10, as nothing was provided on board to keep us busy. Maybe the duty-free shopping, but that's it. No in-seat power, so bring a power bank. No Wi-Fi, so download content, and definitely no seatback IFE, so it's bring your own device. The seat was a 3 out of 10, as it was the bare minimum with no amenities for the entertainment category. The padding was firm, making it hurt to sit on for longer periods of time. It had the infamous bare back with no storage apart from the ring to serve as a cup holder or IFE. The tray table also can't slide back and forth. Really, the only good thing it had going for it was the 32 inches of pitch for legroom, making it similar to most full-service premium economy products, so the overall rating for Jet2 is going to be a 5.3 out of 10. Have a good one, guys. Thank you. Bye. Alright, getting to the bottom of those stairs as I was deplaning was probably not my best moment.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
The place I was staying at was contracted with a local taxi company, which gave it a free taxi service. I really wish more places would do this. On the way there though, I got bullied by the form of having rare Soviet airliners put in front of me as statics that I can't take. Alright, interesting little establishment I got myself set up with for the night. Alright, welcome to my humble abode for the night. My tiny single person, single bed, and single desk hotel room here in Budapest with the bathroom and shower back there. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my review on Jet2 as much as I did on the 2 flights. My final thoughts on them, and if there is something that can beat a Jet2 Holiday, there is. And they're going to be in-seat power, Wi-Fi, and a thicker seat with more cushioning and more padding that's more comfortable. Yeah, those are going to be my 3 weak points for it. You guys can agree or disagree, whatever you want. But yeah, I think they did really well in having a seat with great legroom, really great service, a lot of good food, especially with the service, the crew accommodating my flight deck visit on the first leg, despite that being a quick turn and them wanting to get it turned around as quick as possible, and that flight crew wanting to get home after their long Barcelona turn. But yeah, I gotta be up bright and early tomorrow morning for the next flight to the next airport on the next airline, so I look forward to bringing you guys along for that. Bye for now.